Hi, everybody. Welcome and welcome back. My name is Kimiko Sumi, and this evening I want to do a different kind of video about artificial intelligence and how I feel about it. Me personally, I want to first start by telling a story about the first time I actually seen artificial intelligence, which just so happens to not be online or on a TV. It actually happened in my dreams for the first time. And basically, I am a paranoid schizophrenic. And so I went to a mental hospital one time. And during one of my mental hospital stays over like 2 years ago, I remember I had took a nap, and I remember I had a dream where it was like it wasn't real. It was like 3D looking, and I was watching the TV, and I was watching the Oprah Winfrey show, and we all know her show went off years ago, but it was like it was her show, and I was just watching it, and it was artificial intelligence. It looked like artificial intelligence. It didn't look real. So all of a sudden, I zapped into her show. That's the best way I can explain it. Like I zapped into the actual show, and I was so afraid. And if you know me, I always had dreams about being famous. I always had daydreams about being famous when I grew up. But for some reason, when I zapped into her show and saw that it looked so fake, it looked real but fake at the same time, and I instantly got scared, and I didn't want to be famous anymore. I did not want to be famous anymore. And I was actually afraid of the world after I zapped into her show, which is nothing against Oprah at all. It was just a dream that I had, and I instantly did not want to be famous. And I started to view the world in a different, more fearful light. And then all of a sudden, I zapped into like a hoarded house, and it was even more fake and artificial intelligence, and it was so junky, and I was like, what in the world? It was just so nasty, and it was like 3D artificial intelligence. And then all of a sudden I woke up from my nap. So that's the first time I saw artificial intelligence, was during a nap or a dream. And so ever since then, my dreams have looked like that, no matter what the context of the dream is. And so artificial intelligence itself on the internet and TV is scary to me, because I seen it in a dream first, like 2 or 3 years ago, for the first time. And seeing this on like social media, I don't really use it. The most I'll use from artificial intelligence is to see the summary of a video on YouTube, but I don't really use it. If you notice that I never really make artificial intelligence, I don't make those at all. I don't make artificial intelligence like people. I don't even put my own stuff in them because I'm so afraid of it. I'm afraid of that taking over the world in a very negative light, kind of like iRobot, with Will Smith. It's kind of fearful. I'm kind of afraid of it. I'm very afraid of it. It's eerie. It's like it's interesting, and it can be funny at times, but very very creepy and scary at times too looking. And it can be almost so real that it's like who is really real anymore on the internet? Like who is really real? Like I'm having a hard time sometimes thinking that or trying to figure out if certain people are real or fake. And some people are talking about how AI or artificial intelligence can take over content creators' jobs. And at first I was having a hard time understanding that, but I'm starting to understand how that could be possible. They could, because they showed me an example on a video that I watched from an Instagram like influencer. And she has a very chocolate skin tone, and she's very beautiful, like a model-esque, actual like runway model-esque type of woman. And they pointed out that she wasn't actually real, even though she had like millions, I think, of followers on Instagram. But she turned out to not be real, because there were certain things that would indicate that she wasn't a real person. But people still can't tell, because she's like influencing certain things and stuff, and they're saying that those companies are using artificial intelligence instead of real people to test out their products and to sell their products to actual people. And I'm like, wow. So, okay, that's what people are saying now, that they're using artificial, like companies might be using artificial intelligence people to sell their items. Therefore, they're going to replace human beings. And I just hope that's not true, because I don't even understand how human beings could be replaced like that. Like, it's, for instance, they said that about like Walmart and Target, that only machines and robots were going to be like cashiers and stuff like that. But I hope not, because that would put a lot of people out of a job. And how would actual people thrive? If artificial intelligence replaces us, how would we thrive? Would actual people actually do that? Like, is that actually possible? Like, that kind of reminds me of the Twilight Zone. There's an episode or two of an example of that, and that's kind of scary. And I love the Twilight Zone, and I'm seeing a lot of things come true about that. And also, The Simpsons, we all know about that. I've seen, where some of those, a lot, well, not even some of them, a lot of the episodes of the Twilight Zone and The Simpsons are becoming a reality. um it's interesting. It's very interesting. And those are two of my favorite TV shows of all time. Just two of them. But I like a lot of shows, but those were my favorite shows. So, I'm just kind of afraid of it. I wonder what y'all think about it. If y'all have any like, if y'all have any like things to say, or like any comments, or any like points of view or things to add, please share them in the comment section. And if you like this video, if you happen to like this video, please subscribe, share my video, hit the notification bell if you like. And I will see y'all in another video, my lotus flowers. And for my upcoming lotus flowers, welcome to my channel. And I will see y'all in another one. Peace. I'm out. Bye bye.